Hi there, I'm Birgit O'Connor and welcome to my studio. Today I wanted to continue with our Tidepool series and paint some kelp. Now we can make it very simple or we can get more elaborate. And as you can see behind me, I thought this was appropriate because there would be lots of tide pools around here, even though that is not what we're painting today, but I found it very inspiring. And what we're going to focus on is the brushstroke. So as you can see here, it's going to seem very, very simple, and it is. We're going to work the water to color ratio in the palette. That means so it's not thick and pasty. You're not going to gouge into your wells. You're going to add a little water and color in there, get a nice creamy consistency, and then you're going to change the amount of pressure on your brush. And this is very important because no matter what type of painting that you're doing, we need to know how to control our brush. So you're going to press and lift, and that way you can see that some areas are going to be wider and some are thinner, and that way you're going to be able to easily add them to your paintings. Like it's, you can add other colors like this. Practice this. It's very simple and it is very valuable. So you can go ahead and even make very simple kelp like that. And now you're going to know how to paint kelp. So let's get started and have some fun.
So basically, one thing I'm going to do is maybe just press my brush like that and taper it. Press and taper it. Press and taper it like that. And maybe I'll just continue to do that. And then maybe connect it just like that and do some more. So press and lift, press and lift, press and lift. Now you can do that in a green color or a yellow, something like this. And all this is I'm taking my brush, pressing and lifting like that, and connecting it. Or it should be connected, just like that. Now we can make a different kind of kelp. Let's make one that's maybe green. And let's take our green, or we can even add a brown or some orange into it. Let's use I'm trying to get more green here. There we go, we've got some green. And I've got plenty of color right here. I should be able to use that, that's fine. This is looking seaweedy. And then I'm going to flatten our brush and bring it up and move it so it's like moving in the ocean. And then do basically the same thing up here. I'm going to press and lift, and I'm going to have them be a little smaller up here. Press and lift and connect it to my piece of kelp. Press and lift, and work my way down. And as I start to go down, the size of my strokes are going to get larger. Press and lift, press and lift, press and lift. We're just going down our little ribbon of kelp. Press and lift, press and lift. Now, as we start to get down to the bottom, what we could do is make it even longer so it's not so short. So let's maybe make it longer. From here down, over and down. You can see they're longer. Press and lift, press and lift. That way it has a wide stroke there and skinny stroke there. And if you want, you can even make a few more, have it overlap. Just like that. I love it. Both are beautiful. And that's just a simple brush stroke by pressing and lifting. And maybe what I'll do is make a nice big brush stroke from here and bring it around. And see how I'm wide through there and then I'm tapering it just like that. Maybe I'll even move it over to the side. And then do the same thing. It's just slightly different shape. This one's a little wider on the bottom, skinnier on the top. This is wider up here and skinnier over there. And maybe I'll use smaller brush strokes like wide and thin. The same idea. Just make a little pattern, press and lift. So what I'm doing is tapping my brush on the paper and then trying to change the size of my stroke. So that way they're not all exactly the same. This has a more looser look to it, so we don't have the same amount of control, but it still works beautifully. I'm also working on just regular drawing paper right now because I was starting to run out of my watercolor paper, so I thought for this one we could just do it like this. How fun is that? And I'll do the same basic idea, but I'm going to press and lift just like that. Maybe I'll get a wider stroke. Oh, that's pretty much the same. And then just continue our way down. And you can put a few more in if you'd like. Give it a bit more detail. And we've got some wonderful kelp. Now, using that same idea, what if we did another one? So I'm basically using some yellow and magenta and even a bit of green in there. Let's pull that in there. And then I'm going to use the very tip of my brush. Let's go ahead and start over here and give it a nice little ribbon, like that. And maybe go from thin and make a little ball at the end, just like that. And again, we'll do another one over here. Let's find where it goes. There we go. I was looking for where it goes off to the side, and another little one like that. And then maybe on this side, let's do it over here too, because it goes out to the side. I'm going thin and wide. Give it a nice little ball over there, like that. Okay, we're doing pretty good here, and I think I've got the basic idea of what I might want to do. Just like that. And then let's go ahead and give it the little ribbons of kelp that are attached to this. We can leave it like that, have little balls on there, but then let's go ahead and give it a nice big ribbon. I can use my brush and flatten it like this. And maybe taper it at the end. Now I could use maybe a nice yellow or an orange or some other color, but this is the basic idea. And then over here, let's flatten that. Flatten that so we have a nice big ribbon. And I think I want to move my brush a little bit more so it's not just so flat. And the same thing over here, and flatten my stroke. So what we're doing is really working with the different size stroke. Thin and wide, wide and thin. Let's do the same thing over here. And another one over here. Now we could play with the color. Just have fun, but this is great practice right now. And let's do this one over here. Thin and wide. And wide. Let's do another one over here maybe. Oh, I think we've got a really good start on this one. Maybe another one over here, wide. Like that. And you can make it darker, you can make it purple, you know, whatever feels right to you. Let's make another one over here, maybe another one like that. Fun. Oh, I like this a lot. And we've got some really fun kelp.
Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed this little lesson. It's very simple and incredibly valuable for you to know how to handle your brush. And I can't tell you how many people you're going to impress with this. So until next time, have fun and happy painting.